Moshe, will never work. This is life. Life, to change knowledge is easy. Avraham Avinu, when he was in choir, Kilin, when Avraham Avinu was searching for Kilin, he told his own slave Eliezer, go to Haran. You know what's Haran? The worst place in the world. Everybody is idol worship. Avraham, we are in Eretz Israel. Why we... He went in to search. Why? Because character is above all. If we're talking about Pirkei Avot, today I'm going to share with you explanation in the first Mishnah. A beautiful explanation. Moshe קיבל תורה מסיני. הוא מסרה ליהושע. ויהושע לזקנים. זקנים לנביאים. ונביאים מסרו לאנשי כנסת הגדולה. Listen to this. We mentioned 5 different generations. Moshe is the one that received the Torah. He is the one that received the Bible. He handed to who? Who is the student of Moshe Rabbeinu? Yehoshua. Yehoshua handed to who? To the old people. To the older people of the communities. The older people handed to who? Generation later is the prophet. Right? The prophet in the Jewish nation. And the prophet gave it to the who? To the courthouse. Anshe Knesset Gdola. What is the 5 generation have to do in my life? What's the message in my life? Listen to this. Ladies and gentlemen, I will share with you the 5 secrets to succeed in life. 5 items that you have to have in order to be successful. And these 5 names hint 5 secrets how to succeed business-wise, shalom bayit-wise, education of children, or anything that you do. What do you need to do in order to be successful in life? 5 items. The first one is Moshe. Moshe Rabbeinu is coming to teach us. The number 1 requirement to be successful in business, to be successful in religion, to be happy in marriage, to become a great father or a great wife, is which character? The best character that we can have. Moshe. What is Moshe? Moshe symbolizes what? Humility. Anava. Moshe got the Torah from Sinai. The mountain of Sinai was the lowest level. It was the shortest mountain that exists. You know why? Humility. I just spoke today with my son and I told him, few people God hates. God hates few people. The Gemara said, if not, I will never repeat. You know how dangerous it is to hear that God hates few people? I'm not going to mention all of them, I'm going to mention only one. David HaMelech said in the book of Tehillim, Soneh Hashem kol geva lev. God hates arrogant human beings. When you're going out because you have money and you feel that the world is yours and you have a watch $50,000, no problem, have it, enjoy it. But now you feel good. You know how you know that you have a watch of $50,000? If you're talking all day long with the hand, you know when people is talking to you like this, meaning that they have a watch, how do they know? They pay so much, they want you to see it. They want the whole world to see it. When you're going outside, you're feeling that the boss, because you have a beautiful car and business that's making money, and you're coming into your wife, and you're walking slowly, say thank you that you got married with me, what I'm lucky, and you made the deal of your life. Don't talk to me like this. I'm the man that God said, let us be a man. If you feel that you're better from anyone, the Gemara said, God hates you. How dangerous is to say it. Arrogant is the worst character that you can have. Humility is one of the characters that give us the ability to study. To study from our worker, to study from anyone around, to study from your husband without getting upset, to study from your wife and to be willing to listen without getting upset, without getting emotionally involved. Humility is the greatest character that a person can have. The first key to be successful in life, Torah-wise or business-wise, humility. Moshe. He gave it in to who? Yeshua. Do you know what Yeshua symbolizes? Anyone here can guess what Yeshua symbolized in life? Moshe, what Yeshua? Now we know what Moshe. Moshe symbolized humility. Ve'anachnu ma. I'm nobody. If you are nobody, your wife can scream, you will never get upset. Because you know why you get upset? Because who are you? And Bukhara never happened. And this is, I know, we're not in Bukhara, and we are in 2023, wake up and smell the coffee. This is America. And you have to be a little relaxed. If you are nobody, you will never get offended. Why when your boss is screaming at you, you don't get offended? Why when the customer that's coming to buy from you, and he's from Hezbollah, he come to buy from you an expensive watch, and he curses you in Arabic and this, and you smiling, and you don't get offended. You know why? You need his money. You know why when your boss is screaming at you and embarrass you in the public, you never respond? Because you don't want them to get you fired. So you can handle it. Because if I'm nobody, if I'm only a small worker, nothing's going to happen, right? The problem that we get upset and embarrassed and reacting is because we feel that we are someone. Humility. Humility is the secret for Shalom Bayit. Humility is the secret of having good children. Humility is the secret to build your business. You're always going to be willing to study from anyone around you. Nothing is greater from having humility. One character. Second one is Yeshua. Yeshua symbolizes what? Loyalty and sacrifice. Yes, he's one. When you're willing to sacrifice, when you're willing to go the extra mile, and you're willing to do something extra and not only what you have to. Your wife is calling you to ask you to make a shopping from bingo. You're not going to say, it's far, don't ask me. You're driving in and you say, Borei Olam, and I'm doing it for my wife. You put in nice music, not this week, next week, and you're singing, Hashem Melech, I'm going to bingo. Just sacrifice. It's going to take maybe 1 hour. Each one of you tonight sacrifice to come into the Shiur Torah. Most of you even had a babysitter and you paid this babysitter. Most of you give this week, night out with your wife to come to Shiur Torah. How do we call it in simple English? Sacrifice. Yeshua ben Nun symbolizes sacrifice. You know why, Cohen? You know how I know that Yeshua ben Nun? Moshe Rabbeinu went in to receive the Torah. For how many days Moshe Rabbeinu went? When exactly was Yeshua in that 40 days? On the mountain waiting for the rabbis. Why do you wait for the rabbis? He's not going to be here for sure for the next 40 days. Go back to your wife, enjoy your children. Yeshua was loyalty, as loyal that he can be, and he was willing to sacrifice, to go the extra mile. Do you hear that? Sacrifice is the second key to succeed. In business, you have to sacrifice all your money that you have. You have to sacrifice the good years. When you give in charity, you have to sacrifice as well. Anything, when you study Torah, you sacrifice times, you sacrifice. Suddenly you have to sacrifice what you're watching or not watching in the phone. Sacrifice. Now you put in our systems, kosher phone. You know what the sacrifice is that? You know what the extra mile you have to go for the Almighty God to put these kosher phones, to track down and not to let you watch anything that you want. But we are in a free country. Let my people go. Let me go. Let me do whatever. No. Suddenly you decide to sacrifice for the sake of God. Suddenly some of you raise beard in Sfirat HaOmer. Rabbi raised beard, not only for Sfirat HaOmer. He wanted to check himself. How one day he's going to become a rabbi. How he's going to look at the pictures. So now he's testing, and his wife so far quiet, and she approved it. It's amazing. He's testing the water. Because I know he's learning. I hold him every morning learning. Maybe he's trying to get competition or not. Don't worry, they have enough space for both of us. We have 70,000 Bukharian Jews. Come and become a Rabbi. My name is Rabbi Vaknin, and I approve this message. 100% yes. Don't worry yourself, you look like one. I love it. It's beautiful. We all sacrifice. We all go the extra mile. Are you willing to sacrifice for something that you believe? Are you willing to sacrifice for Shalom Bayit? Are you willing to sacrifice to sit down with your children? Children do not grow from the air. You want to have children with good education, you have to be there for them. And I don't care how busy you are. Sacrifice is the name of the game. The second one. Number 3 is the Zkenim. The oldest people, right? Moshe symbolized humility. Yeshua symbolized sacrifice. The Zkenim, the oldest people, symbolize what? What's that?
Wisdom.
Almost. Yeah, but wisdom comes with what? How do you call it?
Consistency.
Who is this? This is the Rabbi, right? Your husband is a lucky man. And I approve this message. May you and your husband will have a long life and a healthy life. Let us say amen. May you and your husband will raise the children until 120. Let us say amen. May you always going to have shalom bayit. Let us say amen. Let us say amen. Until 120. Let us say amen. So let's continue. Another. בעזרת השם בנים זכרים. Let us say amen. Healthy baby boys. Let us say amen. Why are you laughing? I mean it. Why are you laughing?
Rabbit approves.
Why? Don't speak in behalf of the rabbis. I never spoke in behalf of anyone. Don't go there. It's pretty dangerous. Don't go there. 22 years, I'm telling you, do not go there. Gentlemen, number 3 is the skenim. Skenim, Roshel, right? Roshel? No, not Roshel. Cohen? Next to is? Roshel, I was right. Yes, Roshel. Roshel, skenim symbolize consistent. Consistent is the key. Number 3 keys. Today I'm giving you the 5 secrets how to be successful in anything. You cannot open a business one day off, one day here, one day there. I'm taking off to Florida for 3 months. No customer will ever wait for you. And I don't care how good you are. You live in the business. No, you have to open it every day. To become a successful religious person, you have to come every morning Shacharit, and then Mincha, and then Arvit. Not once in a year Yom Kippur, and you feel holy, and I feel godliness, and Motzi Yom Kippur, Borei Olam, the Almighty God, Chud Achad, Chudah B'Shkur. We're going to see you next year. No, that one is not going to make you religious. He might going to give you a good feeling, but religious will not. To build Shalom Bayit is something that you have to do in a consistent ways. A vacation is not going to help in this case. What most of us is doing in order to create Shalom Bayit? My love, sweetheart, or in Bukharian, Junam Bazam. Bazam, don't worry, we're going into Florida. And it's no music, no dancing, no, how do you call it, no weddings, no breeds. We're going into Florida. Amazing. It's going to change your Shalom Bayit now. It's going to improve your Shalom Bayit now. Maybe for 1 week. Shalom Bayit, the key is every day to behave in the right ways. Every time that you speak, to be careful in what you said. Shalom Bayit is something to do. Education of children, or business, or religion. Anything that you do, have to be consistent. To finish the whole Shas. Once in 7 years, he take every day Baruch 1 page. After 7.5 years, 1 page, you don't miss 1 day. You miss 1 day, you cannot finish. Every day, consistent. To finish the Rambam, the Maimonides, the whole year, he take 3 chapters a day, every day. You know how difficult it is to be consistent? All of us have a moment that we are excited and we're doing it. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and we're going back to normal. It's very difficult. Skenim symbolize, all these people symbolize what? Consistency. Number 4, prophecy. What is prophecy symbolize? That one is very easy. What the prophet symbolize? Prophet symbolize what? Faith in God, even more. No, he said beautiful. Bitachon, help from God. Help from God. Prophet is the people that deliver the message of God. Meaning, as much that you're going to work in your Shalom Bayit, in your education of children, or in your business, you will never be successful if not for the help of God. If you have issue of anger, no problem. Nothing happened. Just be honest with one person. His name is God. Say, God, every morning, every night, or every second, I'm getting upset. Yes, I have issue with arrogance. I have issue with laziness. I have issue with stinginess. I have issue with my eyes. I cannot control my eyes. I have to look all over like, you know, how do you call it? Metria? You know metria? Metria is sprinkle. You know the sprinkle? That's when you have a private house, he's moving like tick, 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 tick. Some people in the street are like this. Tick, 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 tick. God, I have issue. I become a sprinkler. No, you're not supposed to laugh. If you're laughing, Houston, we have a problem. Okay? No, I'm not suspecting none of you. You're Kedoshim Meteorim. I'm talking about the thousands of people that's watching. You are Tzadikim Gemurim. You're not supposed to laugh. Wait. Yes. God, I have issues. Please, God, help me to protect my mind, to protect my eyes. I cannot do it by myself. You're the only one that can help me. Prophecy reminds us to be successful in business, to be successful in life, to be successful in religion, to overcome any challenges. What do you need? You need God. And last but not least, what a beautiful, now you read the Mishnah, you're going to remember it forever. Why? Because now he applied to your own life. Moshe reminds us what? Humility. Yeshua reminds us. Zekanim remind us. Nevi'im remind us. And what is the Anshe Knesset Gdolah? The courthouse remind us. Rules is beautiful what? Justice almost. Oh, I feel in the courthouse for a second. Why? Please stand up. The judge is arriving. Yes. What is the Kenim? What is the Anshe Knesset Gdolah? Teach us. Yes. Oh. Action speak much louder from any word. How many times you tell your wife, I love you, you love me, we are a happy family. And what is 95% of the women's respond? Stop telling me you love me. Show it to me. Prove it to me. Prove it with actions. Ay. Anshe Knesset Gdolah said, you want to be successful in business? It's not enough to be consistent, to have humility, to have help of God. You have to wake up in the morning and open the stores. You have to have the products in the stores. You have to do actions when you want to achieve something. Rabbi, I want to be Chacham Ovadia. I want to be Reb Chaim Kanevsky. I want to be Moshe Rabbeinu. But what do you do all day long? Sleeping 14 hours a day. But you praying. You consistent in your tefillah. You devoted. You willing. You come to the synagogue. But in the synagogue, you're sleeping. Doing the shiur. A minute that the rabbi is opening. And you dream you're going to become Moshe Rabbeinu. It's amazing. But in reality, it's not good enough. Come Anshe Knesset Gdolah, the one that made the rules and regulation. The one that brought the idea to practice. Actions speak much louder. Now we got this Mishnah. One Mishnah from Pirkei Avot. The 5 rabbis, the 5 generations symbolize. I love the number 5 being Moroccan. 5 symbolize Khamsa. Ain Hara, Negara, Pegara. 5 is a good number. But even more, and that one is the most important. You know what 5 symbolize? The 5 key to succeed in anything you want in life. Ladies and gentlemen, humility is number 1. Above that, after that, not above, under, is sacrifice. Under sacrifice is consistency. Above all is the help of God. And you ending by actions. Action speak much louder from any word. If this is so, let's go to the topic of tonight. The topic of tonight is happiness. Last week we spoke about the paradox of life. The paradox of life, the question that nobody have answer for it, except if you have faith, is who brought who? Egg brought the chicken, or the chicken brought the eggs? Who brought who? Asher, who brought who? I don't know if I'm going to call you Asher, nobody's DJ Alex on the house. Alex, Asher, who brought? I love it because I love his names. I don't know why, but I love his name very much. I think that his name is the best name that you can have. Again, I don't know why, maybe in inspiration. I believe that his names, he doesn't even know, symbolize the 3 greatest blessings that a person have. Aleph, Shin, Resh. Aleph stands for Emunah, having a faith in God. Shin, Simcha. Faith lead to Simcha. And Simcha lead to Resh, Refuah. Meaning, if you want to be healthy and you want to be happy, all what you have is Emunah. This is the name Asher. Asher is Emunah. Now your wife will remind you every day that to wake you up in the morning in the minyan. Say why? Because your name is Asher. The first one is Emunah. You have to have a faith in God. Faith starts in the morning when you go to the synagogue. Faith starts when you're going in and sitting down with your children and study Torah. Faith starts when in Shabbat, when we sit in the table. You're not talking about who got married or not. This is important, less important, much less. Janganuzi, Balagan, Chakanos, to say what exactly happened. This wedding was like this. Leave the nonsense. Bring me Shiur Torah. Bring me something. A chidush that the rabbi told you. Yes, make it happen. Wow. My husband is not only a person that making other people happy. He is also Talmid Chacham. Wow. His name is Asher. Asher stands for Emunah, simcha, happiness, and that's when you're doing very well. To you and to the whole community. And you're the best one. The best DJ in the whole 5 bar. My name is Rabbi Vaknin, and I approve this message. Esh, and then lead you to refuah. Now, where we are, happiness. What brought what? The chicken brought the eggs, or the eggs brought the chickens? You remember this, yes? The rooster. Well, it's good. Baruch is good. The rooster brought both of them, I love it. Now, gentlemen, that paradox have no answer. Because no answer to these questions. Except if you have faith in God. If you have faith in God, you're going to say the chicken. God brought the chicken, and the chicken brought the eggs. But if you have shake faith, there's no answer. Because any answer you're going to tell, I'm going to prove it to you different. They have questions, the same paradox. What bring what? Happiness bring success, or success bring happiness? Yeah, but if you are happiness brings success, Emmett, but what's the problem? If you went in to study and you're happy and you study for a test, a big test, a test to become a doctor, to become a lawyer, to become a pharmacist, it took you a few years, you came prepared and you lost the test. You went in and you had an interview in a company and you came in and you made a whole presentation. If you got the deal, you know what's going to happen? Your life change. Now your salary starts from $500,000, or maybe you sold the products in a few millions. And you have ability to bring the best presentation. You came in and they didn't accept it. Are you going to be happy? It's easy in the speech. Are you really going to be happy? So what brings what? Success brings happiness, or happiness brings success? When you have success, you continue to be happy. And when you are happy, you bring success. So which one is first? The egg bring the chicken, or the chicken bring the eggs? Almost, what? You know what's the difference between the chicken and the eggs to happiness and success? Chicken and the hen and the egg is not in your hand. Hey, it's not in your hand. Can you change it? No. Happiness is in your hand. And today we're going to discuss what we started last week. Why happiness is in your hand? Why to be happy is the most important things in life. If you can convince yourself that happiness is the most important, you know what's going to happen? You will be happy. And if you're going to be happy, anything you want in life, you're going to achieve. And I will prove it to you in 3 different levels. The first one is, happiness is in our hand. We decide to be happy or not. We decide to be happy or not. I will repeat in a short version what we started last week, and I'm going to do it a little fast for the people that came. And today we're going to continue. 2 stories, simple stories. The first one is, there was a man that wrote a letter to the Rabbi, and I shared this story many times in my lectures. I love the stories and I love the message behind. He wrote to the Rabbi, I do not sleep at night for very long. I'm crying, I have such a horrible life. And why? Because I have a wife, 10 children. I have a home that, I have to pay mortgage. And I have a business that's running, and I have no money to pay for all. Rabbi, the economy is in crisis. What am I supposed to do? I'm depressed, I'm taking pills, I'm going to psychology. I don't know what to do. Rabbi, please save me. Listen to the unusual answer of the Rabbi. But you need to be a Rabbi to answer such answer. He wrote him, from your letter I understand that first of all, you have a wife. You know many people in the age of 30, 35, 40 or 45, dying to get married, and Baruch Hashem, you have a wife. I also understand that you have 10 children from your letter. I derive from this letter that you have, how many people willing to pay all the money in the world to have 1 child? How many times people is paying top dollar to adopt children? Or to go to doctors and to do this, cost them $50,000 for 1 child, and you have 10 of them, Baruch Hashem. I also understand that you own a house. 80% of America, no, not 80, maybe 50% of America, or even more, maybe 70% of America, do not own homes. They live in rent. And you have mortgage, meaning you have a home. Baruch Hashem, thank God. I also understand that you are a boss of your own. You have your own. 95% of the American people working for someone. Only 5% they're owning their own business. Or most of you is that 5%, by the way. You're already 1% here. You're 1% here, Baruch Hashem. And listen to this. He said, so the Rabbi said, what's the problem? The guy realized, instead of being busy to thinking what I don't have, let's remember what I have. And if I'm going to remember and appreciate what I have, and the Rabbi wrote them in the letter, and this is the reason you don't have money to pay for everything. Because you are depressed, and you are sad, and sadness and depression lock down the gate of blessing. There's no reason why God not helping you. Because by you being sad and upset, you're closing down the gate of the blessing. How do you want God to make you rich? If all day long, first of all, you don't appreciate what you have. And second, all day long, you're going with sour face. Start to be happy. Might be everything change. One story. Second story, listen to this one. And I know everybody loves this story. Nobody here in this room will apply it to his life. I'm sorry to tell you ahead. Listen to this story. Being a Jew is very difficult for us to apply such a beautiful story to our life. It was this fisherman that was sitting down. His name is Bob. You know Bob? Bob Furniture, his brother. The other Bob. Now this Bob is sitting down in the beach. He have a Budweiser, Corona, beers. He have, how do you call it? And in between, Heineken, just to feel good. Sitting down, 18 beers, and he's fishing. Cool, relax. He's not getting upset, smiling all day long, with the beautiful sunglasses. America, here we come. And he's taking the fishing hat. Boom, he's taking one. 1 minute later, tick. He take out a big fish, like this. Wow. Again, he's throwing again. 1 minute later, pop. Again, big fish. He's throwing. Now a Jew sits next to him. His name is Moshe. He's looking. 5 minutes, 5 fish. He said, wow, this is something I never saw. He said, excuse me, what's your name? He said, my name is Bob. What's your name? My name is Moshe. He said, Bob, what do you do all your life? He said, that's what I'm doing. Every day I'm coming here, 1 or 2 hours. I catch 5 or 10 fish. Every time it's coming right away. In 1 hour I catch. I'm going back home. Few of the fish I sell. With this I'm going to pay the rent. Few of the fish I sell. With this I'm leaving, buying other food. And the other 2 or 3 fish I eat in that day. Every day. The guy said, what, every day you have such a mazal? He said, yes, every day. For already a few months. Every time I'm throwing the fish out, I get fish. Why? The Jewish mind got dizzy. What exactly he told them?
Start business.
Let's start business, you and me. He said, yes, but I don't have money. He said, who asked you for money? We're opposing with you, Mazal. In my money, we can make a fortune. He said, don't worry. I'm going to buy a boat, a big boat. We're going to have, how do you call it? A net. And with you, Mazal, with you, good Mazal, we're going to catch so much fish. And then he said, and then what we're going to do? And then you know what we're going to do? We're going to buy a bigger fish, a bigger boat. And then we're going to buy a cruise line. We're going to have fish from the bottom and people from the top to pay us money. And then we're going to buy buildings in Manhattan. 20 buildings in Manhattan. And then you can sit down and relax. And the guy is looking at him and said, I don't understand. Why did I have to pass 25 years for my life to get to the place that I'm right now? Sitting down and relax and smiling for beautiful days. Wow. How many of us want to get to the happiness? We're killing our life. We're killing our families. Money. Why do you need money? Because one day I'm going to be retired at the age of 65 or 70 when you have diabetes, sugar, salt, tomato. Do you have any sickness in the books? And you're barely walking like this. I need to retire. And then you cannot enjoy the money. Why? You cannot just be happy now. Why did I need to spend 25 years to get to the place that now? That nobody guarantee me anything to get to the place that I'm right now. And I'm sitting down and smiling, say, God, you're good. Ay. Happiness is in each one of your hand. The first rule to remember, the paradox between happiness and success is not the same paradox between the chicken and the eggs. You know why? Because chicken and the eggs, you cannot do nothing about it. But happiness, you can decide. You can decide if you want to be happy or not. And ladies and gentlemen, the Tzemach Tzedek, the third Chabad Rebbe used to say, and he is the one that brought these beautiful statements to the world. They said in English, in Yiddish, Trach gut means seid gut. You know what they said? Chashov tov, yeh tov. If you're going to think positive, this is not the secret or nonsense. This is a Jewish idea. When you're thinking positive, you create positive to come. You create. If you're going to think that you're going to make money this week, that you're going to have children, Bezrat Hashem, very soon, that you're going to have happiness, that you're going to have Shalom Bayit. I will tell you a test. Listen to this test. You know what? We're going to touch it later. We're going to touch it later. I'm going to get to the test. All what you want to have is to want to be happy. Because when you are happy, nobody can succeed against you. Nobody. I shared with you this story yesterday, and today I'm going to give another proof from the Torah. Listen to the story that I'm going to share with you. It was a guy, middleweight, or even lightweight. Lightweight went in to fight against heavyweight. League-wise, you cannot do it. When you're going into kickboxing, you cannot have big heavyweight against lightweight. You know why? Because after 10 seconds, you say Kaddish. It Kadal with Kaddash. Rahmat kuna. It's not going to be even one round. No, this guy came in, he's happy, he's like this, standing, he's going into, and everybody look at this crazy guy. He said, you are barely 70 pounds. You're going against this guy 250. His hand is bigger from all your body. And, I mean, I don't know what you took. Something good. Red Bull with vodka. The Red Bull is doing good. What exactly you drink in the morning? Who is coming to fight? Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to believe. That example, I didn't give it to you. Sefer Atanya, the Tanya, chapter 26. Bring that example. You know what exactly happened? After 3 rounds, he won the battles. He took this huge guy, boom, he gave him one, he fell down. That's it. He won, and everybody's looking. Not even one person bet any side. Except some of you, the Jewish guys, that spend always against. You know, Jews, everybody's this direction, they have to be opposite, because we have to be unique. So some of the Jews bet in that guy. But normal people will never bet. The chances is zero. They came to ask him, what's the secret? What's the secret for you that you went into the battle? I mean, it doesn't look like you're a foolish guy. Look like you're smart. He said, gentlemen, I have inside information. 2 days ago, I got this information and I decided to join the battle. What's the information that you got? This guy is depressed. Mother depressed, he's taking pills. He wants to suicide. His life is miserable. His wife left him. His children, you don't understand, balagan. He lost all his money. He doesn't have even hope to be alive. The chances that he's going to win against me, even though that is strong, 5 times stronger, 0%. Because when a person is upset, everything else is going down to the drain. When you're happy, wow. Nobody, you know what's my proof? I will ask you these questions. Esther Malka. You remember the story with Esther Malka? Esther Malka did something that in my eyes looked like suicide. I will never forgive this woman for what she did. If not what our sages explain, I will never forget. She did something that in my eyes is the worst decision in the world history. If you're going to ask me, what is the worst decision that one of our masterpiece, one of our giant ever did in history? I will tell you, Esther Malka. What exactly she did so bad? I will tell you. She came into the king after 30 or 40 days that the king didn't see her. And she put her life in danger. The king had the ability to kill her, right? Nobody came to the king surprising. But Mordechai said, she said, you know what? The tzaddik said, I'm follow. She came into the king. It happened to be that God put grace in her face. And the king said, Jonam Bazam, what do you want? Until Chatziyah Malchut, whatever you want. She said, my dear husband, if you are in a good mood, can I invite you tonight to a dinner? I want you to come, you and Aman Rasha. Now he came. He was drunk completely. He came into Esther and said, Esther, once again, I'm asking you, what do you want? Anything you want for you, I will do. What did she say? Can you come tomorrow? I'm doing another event tomorrow. What's mean tomorrow? The whole Jewish nation is in line. If he's going to change his mind tomorrow, if tomorrow he's going to wake up in a bad news, in a bad mood, who's going to save us? The king is in the best mood of his life. Why do you postpone them to tomorrow? Who give you the right to postpone that? Imagine yourself, you win lottery. Not life of people, lottery. $2 million, $7 million, $40 million. And you come to the guy and say, listen, can I come in 2 days from now? What 2 days? Even if you're in China, you're in Australia, you're taking first class, you're driving all the way just to come to pick up. Nobody's going to wait for 2 days, right? I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about 127 countries. The whole Jewish world, life, depends on this decision. Who gave right to Esther Malka to postpone it? I will tell you explanation that you're going to remember forever. How much is important to be happy. And this is only the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand. You have to put, if the decision is in your mind, if you can make decision to be happy or not, if you can switch it to decide to be happy in anything that happens in life, in anything, you just have to make the switch. First of all, you have to understand why it's important to be happy. You know why it's important to be happy? It's in our hand. So we have to understand. Because Esther Malka, Rabbi Nachman Breslev writes, in the fourth day, what did he say? That Aman Arasha came שהוא אבל, no, one second. ויצא המן ביום ההוא שמח וטוב לב. And the fourth day a man was happy. He was extremely happy. You know what's the problem when a person is happy? Even if he's Amalek, even if he's your worst enemies, do not go against him, you're going to lose. She said today is a bad day. If my enemy is happy, happy is the presence of God. Happy will always win anyone else. I cannot fight with him against him. I'm not going to kill him. The king is going to kill the Jewish nation, is going to kill me in the process. No, I'm going to have to wait. Day after, what did they say? You remember Haman when he took Mordechai and his daughter was jumping? The pasuk said, "Haman avel v'chafui rosh." You know what it means? Avel v'chafui rosh. Haman Arasha was mourning. He was depressed. He came. If he's depressed, now is the time to go in. Nothing is more important from happiness. A minute that you are happy, the mazal is in your side. No one can go against you. Even Haman Arasha imachshemu. You keep in Torah mitzvot. You don't keep it. You did. The Almighty God will bless you with everything that you need. If this is so, now we understand that the secret of having Baruch a long life. I told you last week, the grandmother of my wife passed away maybe 3 weeks ago, 1 month ago exactly. Yes, 1 month ago. A few days, our Divrei Torah is going to be Leilun Nishmata, Shems Bat Adva. Shems Bat Adva, Ruach Hashem Techana Began Eden. She passed away in the age of 104. Wow. 104, no, this is not the end, it's only the beginning. She didn't saw one day a doctor in her life. And she passed away by going to sleep, and she didn't wake up. Wow. No sickness, no. And ask me, what's the secret? I will tell you what's the secret. Today, I'm going to challenge all of you. You know what's the secret of happy life? You know, if you realize, most of the rabbis, what is the average age that Rabbi Chaim Kanevsky, Rabbi Steinemann, Chacham Ovadia, Rabbi Pinchas Weinberg, all the Gedolim, that's the last few years. What's the average age? 92 to 100. Average age of all these rabbis. What is the secret of a long life? None of them went into the gym, gentlemen. Nobody went in the morning before Shacharit to go to the gym and to become a Popeye. And still, they live until 92, 95, no doctors, no medicine, no nothing. By the way, ladies, none of them went and become go green. They didn't have leathers, tomato, only greens, only this. They didn't went in, only, how do you call it, organic. None of them was organic. None. So what's the secret, Rabbi? What's the secret? No healthy, no gyms. What's the secret? Happiness. When you are happy, you guarantee to live long. This is the only secret. When you have Torah in life, you're going to be happy. When you have Torah in life, you're going to become happy. And being happy is guaranteed to live. Just prove it to you. 5 rabbis, 2 years, average 92 to 100. My mother, my grandmother, my wife's grandmother achieved 104. She already over the record. She was always happy. Always happy, unreal. Always with a smile, always had the jokes. She is 90 years old. I came to her. Savta Shemesh, when exactly you come to America? She never left Israel. A minute that she came in, she said, no, I'm not going to Gehenna again. Any place outside of Israel is good. No. I came here, sacrificed my life, I stay in Israel. But she never answered like that. You know what she said? She said, listen, I'm just fixing my bike. When my bike is going to come good, I'm going to drive into America. She always just answered. You remember that every time? Start Shemesh. When exactly? He said, Rabbi, Asher, you know, my bike is broken. When I'm going to fix the bike, I'm coming to you. Always with the joke, always smiling. 104 years old, she never saw a doctor. She never saw a doctor once, not even once. She didn't die because she's sick. She died, she went to sleep and she didn't wake up. Unreal, this is what's happened, by the way, to all the rabbis. All the giants of our generation, they're in that age. What's the secret? The secret of happiness. If this is so, come to the Lubavitcher Rebbe and write. From time to time, people justify their own sadness. מצדיקים את עצמם על חיסרון השמחה. Rabbi, it's very easy in the speech, but reality, my husband really, you know, if you live with my husband one day, you know how upset you're going to be? Yes, in the synagogue, such a nice guy, such a romantic, such a pleasant, such a sincere and sensitive, but if you're going to come to the house, which sincere and which sensitive? Live with him 1 hour, and you're going to be, let's see if you're going to be happy. Now, the husband said exactly the same, Rabbi Vaknin. Before I got married, I was thinking my wife, she's angel. Now I know which angel. You know? Not the angel that I was intention. If you're going to be with my wife, one day you're going to get wild. You're going to get crazy. You're going to get mad. You're going to get beautiful. Many of us have justified why to be happy, why to be sad. We all of us have justified at least 20 of them. Michael, how many justified people have? All day long people have. But the justified will help you. Listen to the word of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, beautiful word. הרי על ידי היעדר השמחה לא יעשה דבר. מה שאין כן, כי בשמחת הציון. Is any benefits to be said? Bottom line, when you are sad, even if you have justified, and even if the justified is good, anything good happen from being sad? You fight with your husband. You fight, you argue with your wife. That's a big argument. Now for the next week, you're making him face Tisha B'Av. Don't talk to me. Don't go next to me. I will never apologize. I will never accept you. You apologize. You know, nothing. And you feel that you're right, right? You feel you're right. Wow. What an achievement. I was right. I proved him was the boss in the house. That's it. He's not going to talk to me ever. And that week, are you happy between you and me?
No.
Are you going to sleep up? Are you going to sleep up with a smile? You wake up with a smile? The whole day, you're depressed. Now you're crying, and he's depressed, and the whole house is in depression. Is anything good came from it? Anything good? Is any benefit? Somebody took from you, listen to this example, you're not going to like it, but you know, Israelis, we have to stick. Difficult example. Somebody took from you a loan. $25,000. 25, it's not small money. And he just bought himself a new car. And he promised you he's going to pay you 6 months. Already 2 years past through. And not only that, he doesn't pay you. You see him with a brand new car, open roof, and nice car, luxury car, and he's waving to you, hello, like a president. You know? And you, why? Some of you already got the hit. Rabbi, we really need to go to yoga. Now, is there any benefits between you and me to be happy, to be sad? Is there any benefits? Are you going to get your money? You didn't get the money till now. You are upset, you don't sleep at night, you're going in crazy. לשון הרע, רכילות. You're doing so many averot. And at the end of the day, this guy that took the loan, he's in a vacation in Bora Bora, him and his wife, smiling and sleeping very well. And you're the one that lost the money, do not sleep at night. I mean, hello? So who knows? You lost twice. You lost your money, and you lost your happiness. And this guy gained the money, and he gained the happiness. He's smiling, he's making you selfie, and he put on Facebook, in order that you're going to see. And you're going to look, this is my money. This is my money spending. This is my money. What are you doing? Bottom line, being upset. This is what the Rebbe said. You have to read what the Rebbe said. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to remember this message. There is no benefits to be upset. You can have 200 excuses and justify it. An explanation. Give a woman a minute, ladies, to explain why she's upset. She will give you 45 minutes only introductions. Well, this is preparation. Why? I ask you, how many times when people come to me to Shalom Bayit, I tell the woman, the wife, listen, I put, this clock, the sand clock? Yeah, 5 minutes exactly. Please, he's ticking the time. Because if not, Rabbi, we need to talk alone, meaning 1.5 hours introductions. Just to get to the stories, and then explanation, and mashalim, and dugmaot, and stories, and commentary. I love it. Can you come to the baseline? Can you stick at the baseline? What's the problem? When people is coming to me, I always said, gentlemen, we're not here to be right. We're not here to find who to blame. We're here to fix the problem. Let's stick and be focused on fixing and not explain the past. Yes, it's very important to hear the past. But the purpose of the past is not to justify it or to blame anyone. No, this is his fault. His fault is not going to help the situation. Rabbi, I want for my husband to do this and this. Very simple. You already saved 1.5 hours of introduction. You got into the base and we came out with something. I'm looking at the husband, I said, you know what? Instead of 3 things, fix 1. This week, 1 item. And I always tell ladies, what's the most important for you? What do you want from your husband to change the most important? Let's make priority. She's giving me 1, okay, so that's it. This one, this week. You know how easy is that? When men hear 1 thing, a woman, you have to change, and she starts with the list. 26 things. You have to do this, and this, and this. Why you? Meaning you need a different husband. I will never do this one. 26 items. My dear husband, 1 item. Only this one. Maybe next week or 2 weeks from now, we're going to work on another one. You know how simple is that? You are happy, he's happy, the world is happy, your children is happy, business is good. 1 item. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand, is no benefits to be said, as many explanations that you're going to have, and as many justified that you're going to find. Come the Rebbe and writes, Ki besimcha tetzeun. You know what means simcha? Simcha is the only power that can take you out from all the obstacles. Is no one key that considered to be master key like simcha, like happiness. Happiness is the master key that you can take yourself out. Ladies, I'm going to ask you questions. Gentlemen, listen to this one. When a person is sick, what do you need to become healthy? What do you need? Medicine. You need a doctor, right? Medicine, a doctor. You need a doctor, right? Beautiful. When a person is in a prison, what do you need to go out from the prison? A key. Who is the one? Lawyer. The lawyer have the key. The lawyer, the judge, something like that. When you need to build a house, what do you need to build a house? What? No. Contractor. Good one. Contractor, architect, whatever. Anything that we need in life, it always depends on somebody else. We need a suit, we have to go to a suit. We need cleaners, we have to go to the cleaners. We need food, we need a DJ, we go into the DJ. We need to fix the car, we go into the car fixing. Anything that we need depends on somebody else. But they have 1 item that doesn't depend on you. How do you know what's the name of this one? What's the name of this one? No, in order to make a balance, I will come here. I don't want them to sing, no, only because it's this. You have connections, maybe you have bar mitzvah very soon, or weddings, maybe planning to get, our Bukhari and mine is amazing. They always have connections. No, I know why the rabbi is nice, because now they give explanation, Lashon hara, rechidut, balagan, explanation, details, and gentlemen, we don't have any, you know what, let us say amen. Hopefully we have, we're very, very soon a weddings with my son. Let us say amen. Amen. Why not? Amen. We have to think positive today. Today when we are in a good mood, when you are in a good mood, how many times, gentlemen, ladies, let's start with the gentlemen first. What does your wife want the most?
Attention.
Attention, beautiful. It doesn't sound good, Wait. Go in. It doesn't sound good, Wait. Michael, we have to do the Shuvah, wait. You're not supposed to. What do you do? I don't understand.
Take her on vacation.
Okay, a vacation. Wait. We need a sponsor for the vacation, but so far, wait. Okay, anyone that knows the answer, get a vacation. Okay. Now, listen to this. What did the woman need the most? The woman repeated. Attention. What did the man need the most? I will tell you something according to our class. Moshe, you know what the man need first? Yossi, you know what the man need? What is? Michael, no. Yes. David. Yes, אין עליך. David מלך ישראל חי וקיים David. David מלך ישראל. David, you know what a man need? And a woman is so easy, ladies. But it's so difficult for you to do it, and I don't know why. Silent is golden. Silent is golden. Ay, ay, ay. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what a man needs in life?
Thank you.
He needs you, no, to have happy mood. To be in a happy mood. When you wake up in the morning and he's going to the business, he doesn't have to see you like his worst enemy. Look at him. You left me alone. I feel lonely. You know, I don't know why I got married. You give him Ainara, Inegara. When he's coming back home, instead of greeting with a smile, why you come late? You came late. You never think about me. You never do this. Who want to come to such a house? Who want to come? You see, many times ladies ask me, Rabbi Vaknin, why my husband choose you over me? I said, very simple. When he come to me, he get a hug and a kiss. He get a smile. He say, I love you. You're important. You're the best. He come to you, he feel like a low life. Why you came home? I don't need you. Please, maybe you're going to change your attitude. Ay, 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 how much is important we don't value. Yes, you're going to have justified and you're going to have a reason, an explanation, but it's not good enough. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not good. The most important things in life is to be happy. When you are happy, you have passion, you have excitement, you have enthusiasm. You will change the world. Ladies, if you're going to be happy, your husband will change upside down. To come in the middle of the day, to bring you lunch, to send you flowers every day. He will get ticket and he's going to smile. Hashem Melech. And the police said, why are you smiling? My wife told me, I love you. I love you. My wife said that I'm the greatest thing that ever happened in my life. My wife said, my dear husband, I married with you for 15 years. And if I had the ability, I will do it all over again. Because a husband like you, never. Why? He will never come to the classes of Rabbi Vaknin. Where I am in the house with my wife, Jonam Bazam. And my wife, she no. Why? Smile. Good attitude. When you have a good attitude, when you have a happiness in your life, you can win any battles. Even in your life, maybe you are lightweight. But when you're heavyweight, it's depressing. You can win any battle you want. In life, when you're happy, even if you're not righteous, I can prove it to you. Haman HaRasha, Gehenam, Haman HaRasha, Amalek, the worst enemy of the Jewish nation. When he was happy, Esther said, I cannot go against him. Because when a person is happy, nobody can go against you. So yes, you're going to have many reasons from tomorrow. I'm going to tell you. From tomorrow, you're going to have many reasons and many explanations why to be depressed and why to be sad. No, when the rabbi spoke, he spoke when you are perfect. But if the rabbi knew who you are, no. The rabbi talk, even if your husband, even if your wife is not perfect. Your job is to be happy. And you know what exactly? If you're going to be happy, you can, exactly. Anyone around you will be happy. You can transfer the world with happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to engrave it to yourself. You have to engrave it. Do you know what exactly is? I'm going to give you an example. Listen to this example, beautiful one. It was a son, a giant. He was one rabbi. His name is Rabbi He was a very sharp and young age, very young age. Listen to his analysis. He's beautiful. What did we get from it? Beautiful. Today I was thinking about it and I was dancing. The connection that Borei Olam put it in my head. One day he came into his father when he was a young boy. He said, Abba, you know, the candy of today is candies. In the old time, there was no candies. So what did they give the children to be a candy? Apple, orange juice, real orange juice. This was the candy. In Bukhara, in Morocco, 50, 60, 100 years ago, this was the candies. So he came into the father and said, Abba, can I get apple? I want to eat apples. I said, right? Apple, right? Apple. I want to get apple. The father said, my dear son, you're so wild today, you don't deserve it. The son said, you sure, Rabbi, you don't want to give me? He said, no. He said, okay. But listen to how bright is this child. He looked at his father and said, Abba? He said, yes. Now, his father was the chief rabbi of the town. And he was the son. Later on, he became one of the biggest rabbi in the history of Europe. Rabbi Yonatan. He looked at Abba, you don't want to get said no. I said, okay. Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam, borei pri etz. What do you do? You have to give it to you. You see?
Rabbi, you can give something else instead, no? Something else instead,
What are you going to give him? Okay, this is chidush.
No, you have to give him that thing.
Yeah. If not, it's bracha lebatana.
But you give something else, no?
No. Not apple. He had only apple next to him. No, we don't explain story, Michael. We explain, pasuk, you can ask questions. Okay, what's the story? Now we're going to go to details. How many apples he was there? Whatever you know. Let's clap the hand to Michael. Let's clap the hand again. He's the one that come in every week from Brooklyn to make sure that thousands of people will watch this class. And because of him, this class is a full house, the biggest couple class, B'nai and Hara, in the whole 5 hours. He deserves it. Him and his wife, B'nai and Hara, to have a long and healthy and happy life. Amen. To raise your children לתורה, לחופה ולמעשים טובים, with unlimited wealth and happiness. Let us say amen. So let's go back. The same things that we do in Yosef, listen to this one. In Yom Kippurim, we do something that is very strange. Every year tefillah in Yom Kippurim, what do? Baruch atah Hashem, bless you God. המוחל לעוונותינו ולעוונות עמו ישראל. The one that erase our sin and the sin of the Jewish nation. Anyone promise you that God erase it? What the chutzpah is that? In Yom Kippurim, you say, Borei Olam, thank you. Bless you God that you erase your sin. Who promised you? You know what we're doing? We're forcing God to do it. Because if not, it's a waste of beracha. God have to. Do you know what exactly happened when you're happy? You're forcing God to give you happiness. When you're going out and you wake up in the morning with a smile, God is forcing to give you a good day. This is the reason, ladies and gentlemen, that the first thing that we do in the morning is what? Thank you, Hashem. Now, most of you until today, when you came to this class, a life-changing class, you thought, Modeh Ani, thank you, Hashem, for returning my soul. It's not necessary. Today I'm going to give you a new interpretation to Modeh Ani. With a question on the side. Modeh Ani is not for the soul that came back. Okay, the soul came back. It's for the beautiful day that you're going to come ahead of you. And the only question is, if this is so, why Modeh Ani is not in the end of the days? Why not in the beginning? Why in the beginning? Usually you say thank you and then. After the whole day, who promised you that today the event is going to go well, that Shalom Bayit is going to go well, that the business, maybe today the business is going to be empty, not even one customer. Why you say Modeh Ani? Say Modeh Ani in the night when everything's successful. And you know what's the answer? When you said thank you before, God have no choice but to give you everything that you wish. Because people let you down. Borei Olam never let a human being down. If you come with a happy attitude, if you come with simcha, ki besimcha tetzeun. Simcha have the ability to take you out from any obstacle. If you come with happiness, I have no choice. If you're going to take yourself in a minute, and you're going to have, close your eyes and have imagination that something that you want this year, either business-wise, either successful in Shalom Bayit, you want your wife to change her mind for you. And then you want your husband to behave much better, or maybe to come in times, and not to tell you I'm on the way, and he come in 5 hours later. How many of them? We are on the way, 5 minutes away. He didn't even leave Manhattan. 5 minutes away. I love it. Now, for a man, 5 minutes and 5 hours is equal to the same. If you want everything to happen to you, you know what you do? You have imagination, and you start to create happiness. And then you take Badr and you do l'chaim. L'chaim for the new achievement. And nothing really happened. But you know what exactly happened? Bore Priach. Bore Priach, meaning, God, I bless for the new business that I was building to be successful. And that business that I'm going to open, that store, that business is going to be so successful. How do I know? I already know it. Because I'm sitting down and doing the chaim for the new adventure in our life, for the new house that we're going to build. Even though the house is not built, I have no money to build the house. I'm just going into adventure. Don't worry. You open up, you and your wife, and you make l'chaim, and you say, l'chaim for what? For the money that we're going to have this month to pay the house, and to pay the renovation, and to pay the building, and to pay for everything. And everything is in cash. You know what's going to happen? Bless you God, the King of the universe, שהכל נהיה בדברו. בורא פרי עץ, המוחל עוונותינו ואבות עמו ישראל. ועוונות עמו ישראל. We're doing, they call it in English, reverse psychology. We don't go in the right ways, we go the back way. The back way meaning I'm doing first, and God have no ability but to follow. Because then, if not, God will fall you down. God will disappoint it, and God never disappoints. We have a pasuk in the Torah that said, Lo el v'yichazev. God never let down people. And the only way to achieve something from God is to be happy. You know how I know? How do I know that the only way to achieve something from God is to be happy? I will tell you. You see, it looks like when people refer to religious, it looks like the rabbis have to be sad and seriously and sour face. For some reason, the only condition that a prophet human being had is to be what? How do you know that? David HaMelech always had a violin. A harp. Every, how do you call it? Every prophet, Va'i kemenagen amenagen. Every prophet had music next to him. You know why music? Music to put him in a good mood and to be happy. And when you're in a good mood, God will talk to you. If you're not in a good mood, God will never speak with a human being that is if this is so, now that we understand, we understand why happiness is important. What interferes with our happiness? So what interferes with our happiness? What really makes our happiness to be so difficult? Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you one items. With this, we're going to conclude. With this one, we're going to conclude the speech today. We're going to continue next week. First of all, we are invited all of you to the biggest Lag BaOmer event this coming Monday. We're going to have it here in the community. It's going to be dancing and food and amazing for Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. If you don't show up, don't forget to light the candles and to find events that you're going to appear in any communities and any to go to, because Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is the only one that you can count him in any time of need. Any time of need. Tomorrow night, light a candle for Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes. Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes, Pesach Sheni is tomorrow night. You know, it's good to eat matzah in the morning, not tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is Thursday night. Friday morning to eat matzah. But to light a candle for Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes. Monday night is Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. A few days ago, it was Rabbi Mordechai. Rabbi Mordechai from our community, Rabbi Mordechai Achminov, Ahmad Konar. Yes, yesterday. We light the candle for his tomorrow night. The candle is tomorrow night, Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes. Monday night is Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And try to go to the event of Rabbi Shimon. Any event, morning or night, make any wish you want. Rabbi Shimon is account to give you anything that you need. But before that, I'm going to end. You know what bothers us from being happy? Behemet? What is the stumbling block? It's good, huh? I'm not going to repeat twice, you know. I was successful once, Baruch Hashem. I made it was good, Baruch Hashem, thank God. Okay. Michael, huh? It was good, huh? Baruch Hashem. You know what is the stumbling blocks in our life to be happy? And again, it's difficult to hear it. But this is one of the reasons. You see, anything that we do in life is good enough. And then we are satisfied. When we eat as much that you love food, and I know us Faradim, especially Bukharian, they have a place to put food for the next 20 years. Tea, and again, the tea, the chai, wash, and again, unlimited, Baruch Hashem. But as much that you're eating, listen to this. When you are full, what exactly is going to happen?
You don't say thank you.
You're going to wait for the next 6 hours, 10 hours, until tomorrow. You're going to be satisfied for one day. When you are tired and you need to go to sleep, after 10 or 12 hours, if you're going to sleep, you're not going to be able to sleep anymore, right? We are good. For one day, you're going to be okay. Anything you need in life, when you get it, you're satisfied at least for a little while. There are one items that you're never satisfied. The more that you have it, and I'm not talking about intimacy relationship, even that, you're being relaxed, you can keep a few days. We have the law of purity, Baruch Hashem, 11 days or 12 days. You see, we're human beings. But they have one items that no matter how much you have it, you always want it more. Cash. אוהב כסף, לא ישבע כסף. Money bring more money. And more money bring more money. And more money bring more money. It's never end. You said, Rabbi, if I'm going to get 100,000, I will be happy. You get 200. Rabbi, 260, the name of God, I'm going to be happy. You get to 260, 1 million. Only 1 million. You get to the million, 5 million. It's never enough. And that one is number one items that kill happiness. Because you're never satisfied. I want him to come all the way from here. Beautiful. Coin, you hear that? How do you know that? It was one of the students of the first Chabad Rebbe. One of the students of the first Chabad Rebbe. He had a fire in his house. I'm talking about 250 years ago. When there was no insurance, no nothing. All your money that you have is in the house. It took him 30 years to pay this house. 30 years, it was not a big businessman, Rabbi Shmuel Munkas. It was not a big businessman. 30 years that all his money went into the house. God forbid, imagine yourself, all your money is going down. Business-wise, after 30 years, after 10 years, after 5 years. 30 years went down. You know what he did? He stood up in the front of the fire. And he said, bless you, God, that I'm not a goy, that I'm a Jew. Every morning we do this. And he repeated, bless you, God, that I'm not a goy, that I'm a Jew. Bless you, God. Bless you, God, that I'm not a goy, that I'm a Jew. And everybody looked at him thinking that he lost it. What exactly happened to the rabbi? Why is blessing God? What's the connection between being a Jew to the fact that your house went on fire?
Sure. He was smart.
There was no insurance. I already told that before.
He made that shit.
Gentlemen, listen to this. Ladies, listen to this. Said, if I was a goy, the God of most of the world is what? Money. If the money went down, their God went with that. My God had nothing to do with my money. My happiness have nothing to do with how much money I have. The house burning or not burning, I am a Jew. And a Jew is always happy. Let's make all of us one blessing. Baruch Ata Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam, shelo asani goy. Thank you very much. Anyone that wants to do Arvit, now is the time.